Welcome to Twisted Reviews.
Hello everyone, I am Mark Barrow. This is my new YouTube channel. I'm actually hoping to later on put more content up and start a second account where I put short films up and trailers of my own films. So I'm hoping that gets up and going pretty soon. The channel will be specifically movie reviews. I'm not sure if I want to add any more, maybe some rants here and there. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. So the first movie we're going to be talking about is one I saw last weekend, Killing of a Sacred Deer, which is the A24 film. Let me just start off by saying A24 almost never disappoints. I can't wait to go. I'm going to see Lady Bird tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward to that. I actually really enjoyed this one. I found it a lot better than The Lobster, and a lot of people are like, what? Yeah, I did not like The Lobster. I didn't care for it. I just feel like there was a lot of stuff missing. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't good. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but that's just the way I feel. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, which I will also get to later on in this video. To say something about the cast. The cast was great. I mean, you got Colin Farrell. I think he's really, to me, he's growing on me. Because I feel like I only like the select few of his movies. In this movie, he really did exceptional. I really loved his acting in this. Like, you got, like, I'm trailing off. Let me go back. Like, the cast, you got Nicole Kidman, Colin Farrell, Rafi Cassidy.
We are sorry for your inconvenience. We are experiencing some technical difficulties. Please stay tuned and we will get back to you shortly. Colin Farrell, Nicole Kidman, Rafi Cassidy, Barry Keoghan, Sonny Sojak.
This was really, really good. Acting, every performance was great. Rafi, I feel like she's going to go far. She's got a good career ahead of her. A very talented young woman. I really can't wait to see more of her in later projects that she does, and I think she's going to be huge. I liked her acting in this. Like I said, bright future for her. And same with Sonny. Like, he seems like he's a really talented young man. I feel like he knew what he was supposed to do. The directing of him was phenomenal. Like, it seemed like it was an easy task. He knew what he was needed, and like his acting showed accordingly. It's very rare when you've got kid actors on the set, because sometimes they're not very good. And I feel like this year I've literally seen a lot of kid actors that have blew me away. Like the kids with It, you know, the young men and women in that those kids were talented. And it was the same thing. Like you got like two unknowns in my book. But yeah, they're gonna go far and they've got a bright future. Nicole Kidman, what can I say? Like, she rarely disappoints. I don't think I've ever been disappointed by any of her performances. I feel like she would deserve an Oscar nod for this. Really say about the acting whatsoever, you know. Like I said, Sonny, he impressed me in this, like, really did. Something about him shows that he's gonna go far, and, you know, great cast. Great acting, talent. Can't say more. So Barry, for sure, he did a good job. Like, he really did a good job in his role, because you could tell, because every time he was in a scene, it felt uncomfortable, which shows how talented he really is. Like, you know, it showed. Like, every time, like I said, every time he was in a scene, he made it uncomfortable, or at least his character made it uncomfortable, which showed me that he knew what to do, and that was really cool to see. I feel like this film had that same level of bizarreness that The Lobster did. I feel like what it did right, The Lobster did not. It did everything right that The Lobster didn't. It was, to me, it made sense from beginning to end. I mean, it was a curse film, like, you know, what he did to his father. And he put a curse on him and his family. That was the general plot, you know, and if you didn't understand that, I mean, I'm not sure what you're not getting, but I mean, I guess some people just don't understand. I don't know. And I'll get to that at the end of my review here. But yeah, the story, I felt like the writing was good. The story was good. I had no disappointments whatsoever. Action was straightforward. Like, you could tell they knew what they were doing. There was no confusion. Like, there was, and I've seen movies where you can obviously tell in the, like during scenes that the actors seemed a bit confused. Like, this, for some reason their mannerisms showed that. But this one, it didn't seem the way. It seemed like when I was watching it, I forgot. I was just watching a movie. I was watching, you know, these people being terrorized by this kid who cursed them. You know, this socially, mentally disturbed kid, you know. And that's what I took from it, you know. Hopefully this review will actually, you know, get you to go see it, because I think it's worth it. It was really, really well done. It was a B+ movie. It was great. It had good acting, good cast, really good cast. Also, that brings me to my final thoughts of this film. I remember after the movie ended, I literally stood up, and some young guy behind me was like, "That was the most horrible piece of shit I've ever seen." Like, are you serious? This movie was good. I guess because you know, sometimes with movies now, like with Mother, I've been very vocal about it. I'll definitely do a review later on about Mother. Maybe when it comes in on DVD, I'll do a review of it. Like, people's bashing of that pissed me off. Like, I don't understand what you're not getting about Mother. I seriously don't understand where the hate is nowadays with film. I guess with this movie, I guess the plot was so simple, it confused a lot of people. I guess sometimes that something simple can confuse you. I mean, look at me. Like, if something is simple, I can't do it. But if it's difficult, I mean, I won't have a problem with it. I guess that's where it comes in at. But see, the hate on films really pisses me off, because I've loved film ever since before I could talk. I've loved movies. I am a moviegoer. Sometimes I'll see 2 in a day, which I saw another movie on the same day. So that shows you how passionate I am about this, and I want to become a filmmaker. So it's like I have a true love for this, and it really pisses me off when people start, "Oh, that was shitty," or "That was a piece of shit." No, it wasn't. And I've also been vocal about this. I feel like a lot of the average moviegoers today do not like talent. I don't understand, like, you know, like, you know, I understand people have their own opinions. I get it. I respect that. That's fine. If you don't like something, that's, you know, that's fine. Like, explain it why. You know, explain why. That's what a good film discussion is. Like, someone liked something you didn't. Why? Explain yourself. But don't sit there and bash something and shit all over it, and, you know, and just murder it because you thought it was a piece of shit. That, keep your opinions like that to yourself. No one wants to hear your mouth talking when you're sitting there bashing something that someone liked or loved, you know. That's, I'm sorry if I'm getting a little emotional here, but that's just the way I feel about film, and I don't like it being bashed. You know, if something was good and the majority of the people thought it was good, and there's just one person sitting over there that's like shitting on it and stomping on it and everything, it's just not, just stay out of it. Keep your opinion to yourself. You know, we don't need all that. That just saves people a lot of stress and a lot of unnecessary, immature remarks. I'm trailing off there, but like, yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed this review. I hope you go see this movie. I think it's worth it. It's definitely going into my collection. What you see here is just a small taste. There's a heck of a lot more. Yeah, this is definitely going into my collection, and I hope you will see me next time. I'm excited to do my next review on when I do a review of Murder on the Oriental Express, which I forget to like, comment, share. You know how it goes. Everybody's been watching YouTube for years, so you should know what the general consensus is. And I will see you then.